Hey there, it's Sandy Freshy. I'm just hopping on for a quick hello. I haven't been on social media much in the past week, basically because it just hasn't been that healthy to do so, especially for us empaths and people who are very open in our energy systems. You might be aware that if you're listening to this or watching this in shortly after I have made it, that we had a presidential election about a week ago. And in light of some of the contact that I have had with family members and friends who are panicking in the face of uncertainty, I just had a few thoughts that I want to share and a quick exercise to assist you in finding your center again. So I tuned into not the news on the day after the election, but actually I sat on my meditation cushion and I tuned into the energies of the collective. I intuitively tuned into the energies of the collective. And I want you to know that what I saw was just light bursting everywhere. Not because of what is going on out there or my interpretation or anyone else's interpretation of what is going on in our politics or anything like that. But it just felt like, and it seemed like something had been knocked loose so that we now have way more energy at our access to create the kind of world that we really want to live in. And I know that you're probably thinking I'm crazy and it doesn't look like that if you were one of the ones who was disappointed after the election, but that's what I felt and that's what I saw. And that's actually what I've been working with this past week for myself. Because when things break loose, when energy breaks loose in the cosmos or in the collective, it gives us access to more of that to establish our own stance in the middle of it. So just imagine as a visual that there's all this light around and all that light is potential. And when you set your own intention inside, it's like you're taking a stand for the potential that you want to realize in your life. And then all of that free moving energetic potential has something to form around, has a form to gather itself around. So basically, I've been working with that for myself this week and understanding, and this is what I want to share with you, I'm understanding that you get to choose your stance in the midst of uncertainty. And the reason that I think I was prompted to get on tonight is because there is so much uncertainty in the midst of all of these free-floating particles of potential. And I really want to make sure that you are able to make the most of it for yourself. So what I really want to get across to you this evening is that if you can keep your heart clear and you can keep your heart open, because there's a tendency in times of uncertainty to contract. If you can stay open in your heart with your intentions firm about how you get to ride these waves of uncertainty and how you get to have your life form around you by your attitudes and your mindset and the way that your heart interacts with others, then you will get through this and be able to take advantage of all of this free-floating potential that we have at our access now. So I want to take you just through a quick exercise, especially you'll want to do this especially if you're feeling anxious or if you do tend to contract in the face of uncertainty. This will help you at very least to feel more grounded, more centered, and more in control of the only thing that you have control of, and that's how you react and respond inside to what is going on outside. You only have control over what's in here. And that's a lot of control and that's a lot of power. So let's bring this power back in and really get back into the seat of where you can make a difference in the world around you from this place inside your heart. So go ahead and close your eyes. And I'm going to do that too so I can tune in as well. Take a few deep breaths. If you're still breathing, you're still okay. Breath brings clarity. Breath clears the mind. Breath runs the body. Now take a moment just to tune into how you're feeling right now. And again, now is the power point that you possess. You don't have to feel happy. You don't have to feel depressed. You don't have to feel anything other than what you're feeling right now. If it helps you, you can put your hand on your heart or on the center of your chest, on your heart center. And just acknowledge out loud, I feel, whatever that is. And own that feeling. Own it fully because it's yours. Breathe again. And one more time. And recognize that you can do anything with that feeling that you choose. You can choose to hold on to it. You can choose to let it go with your breath. You can even choose to ignore it. However, because you're right here, right now with it, I'm going to ask you to just gently pay attention to it. Don't give it any power because it can change at any moment. But just acknowledge it, pay attention to it, and let it know that you know it's there. Now take your attention down into your heart center. And if you're feeling the feeling that you're having in this area, if that's where it seems to be concentrated, see if you can kind of dip back behind it. There's a place back there behind your heart and your lungs where you can go and feel safe. It's the place where your heart energy grounds itself. So take your attention back behind your physical heart, back behind your lungs, and nestle your energy, your focus, right there, kind of on the front side of your spine and ribs. And feel how supportive the bones are that hold you up. And feel how much energy is there to nourish you. Breathe into that area and just allow yourself to settle in, because you can always count on your heart and your lungs to calm you, to move you, and to sustain you in this body. And now, as you're settled in to the support of your ribs and your back, nestled in behind the tissue of your lungs, feel how peaceful it is back there, deep inside of you, deep inside your heart space. And from this place of peace, you can choose to have any kind of response that you want to your outside world, as long as you can maintain your equilibrium in this place where you're focused. So, what do you choose? What do you choose that will keep you in this place where you feel safe, where you feel supported, and where you feel peaceful? So allow your awareness to sink in of what your chosen response is in the midst of uncertainty. And then anchor that feeling that you get from your chosen response right down through your spine, through your legs and feet, and into the ground. And now, in order to keep this energy anchored, you can feed it with light from a higher resource, from a higher perspective. And to do that, just bring your attention back up to that space behind your lungs, up through the top of your head, all the way up above your head, as though you have clouds above your head in the sky. And then bring your attention through those clouds so that your focus is once again in clear air and sunlight. And this is where you can draw in a higher perspective that feeds your choice of what you want to anchor from this place of peace and support in your heart. And allow that energy to flow in, to gather in your heart, to overflow into any aspect of your body or your life that you wish it to go. And with this energy that you have anchored, and this energy of a higher, broader perspective, open the front of your heart and allow the light of these energies to shine through. And allow this light and energy to surround you, above and below and all the way around, so that you're sending a message from your heart space to your outer experience of how you choose to be, of how open you are to potential, and how you want to ride those potentials and form those potentials around you. Make a practice of tapping into and connecting with this place deep in your heart space where you can feel supported and at peace. Every day, several times a day, every hour if you want, just for a few minutes, to know that you're still there, to remind yourself of your intentions and your choice, and to open up to broader perspective and higher guidance that will assist you in navigating this adventure of uncertainty that we have embarked upon. So peace be with you, and peace be in you. Take a deep breath and come back into your space. And I am going to call it an evening. Thank you for joining me. And if you like this video, if you found it helpful, please be sure to like and share it with anyone who you think would benefit. So have a wonderful evening and have an awesome adventure into the energy of uncertainty. It's going to be an exciting ride.